Hello, welcome back to the channel, and let's continue our Ateez deep dive. We are finally into the next album, which is Fever Epilogue, and I've got the two title tracks. I think there are two. I saw two title tracks for this album, Turbulence and The Real. I think it's, actually, I'm not even trying to say the other part of it, but it's The Real. Thing that threw me off about that is it says it's like a different version or something, or a specific version, and that always makes me nervous because it makes me feel like there's like an original version that I didn't see on this album or skipped somehow. Because the thing that I definitely am conscious of, and I'll see how I want to incorporate those, is that I have definitely been skipping like single albums or like special projects and stuff. Excuse me. So I don't know if that's what maybe happened. Is like there was a different version that was released on some special project, or like, you know, there's like Japanese albums, special projects that they do, and just singles that they released with no album or anything. So there's like, even by the time I get through all of the albums, like there's the EPs and the full lengths, I know there's still going to be a ton of songs for me to get to. And at that point, I'll decide what to do with that. May end up being something I get through on stream slowly as it's requested, but you know, we'll see. But that's what I have for now. I have both of these videos. I usually don't do the title tracks together, but because I lagged so severely on the Ateez deep dive, I'm sort of trying to make it more efficient in some kind of way. So I'm gonna go with both of the title tracks together right now because they have MVs, and yeah, and try and only watch the MVs once because I have a lot to record tonight. Yeah, we'll see. And the funny thing is, if you recall, if you've been here through my entire Ateez journey to this point, I actually have already heard Turbulence, but I promise you, I do not remember it at all. I did like a sample series, a great idea I had once and never did again, when I was trying to decide what would be my my deep dive after G-Idol, and I knew it would be a boy group, so I had people vote and Ateez won. And then when I was just trying to get a feel for them, I did something I called a sample series, and I listened to quite a few songs just to get a feel of what their sound was. So Turbulence was part of that, was chosen. So Turbulence was part of that, but I promise you, it's gone. It's just gone. So yeah, let's go. Yeah, I'm excited to progress and move forward in all of this. I feel like I have serious FOMO, all the stuff I know I'm missing out on with Ateez's discography. Mm. Turbulence, paper plane. I'm into it. The theme already. Oh, the acoustic. Oh, look at him. 목적지를 몰라 헤매다 쓰러져 방향을 찾지 못해 방황의 원더를 날개가 꺾이고 쓸려버려 무서워 Oh, the beat coming in subtly.
높은 곳에서 내려다본 세상은 두렵게 내 초춘이라 물음표에서 정답을 찾는 여행 떨어지는 waterfall 끝이 없는 freefall 거친 바람에 다친 마음에 세상은 내게 포기만을 택하라는 듯 끝없는 어둠만 이 끝에 우린 어디로
electric guitar coming in. Oh yeah. Very relatable lyrics. It's like a really deep bass coming in. I can't even figure out exactly what it is. What instrument? Nice. Little stump clap action. Oh, I love the runway. All it up. There you go. Take off. Yes. Right. I love it's like take off and then that note took off. Yeah, boy. One thing he gonna do is hit an extremely high note and sustain it. All right, I like that as a very somber feel. I feel like it was such an interesting direction for Ateez to go in for a title track. I mean, it's definitely not a banger. It's definitely not like in your face in the way you expect them to come out the gate for a title track. Quite a very relatable message, like just kind of a very vulnerable, honest song about just kind of, you know, the idea of turbulence, which is just, you know, you're unsteady and you're wavering, and you know you need some support, you need someone to believe in you, kind of just reaching out for anything, trying to get grounded or trying to get steady and get some security. So I like the message of that one. Again, it may not be as super uplifting, but it's just real. And it did in the end. I mean, you know, in the end, you see that there's success there, and that they kind of ascend, and they kind of do find what they're looking for. They are embraced or whatever. Yeah, I like that. It was a very, again, it's a very chill song, and I like that they do stuff like that occasionally, and people may not expect it. You know, it's just something really vulnerable and a bit more grounded than other stuff they release as title tracks. Of course, you can find this all through their B-sides, you know. All right, so on to the real. And I'm wondering if this is going to be like a completely different sound, since they came out the gate with that. This came out, I guess, about a week later, so we'll see what this one is. I'm definitely intrigued now. I'm so sorry, I have to go back because that is my guy rapping with very little auto-tune effect, and I can really hear his voice. All right. Yes, that was it. Those are the title tracks for Fever Epilogue. I'm trying to was that in everybody's no? I just get worried because I just get worried because for some reason, like the last Ateez stuff that I reacted to, it's not on YouTube. It was blocked. Like both title tracks were blocked on YouTube, and I had to post them to to Patreon. So, which didn't help that people were, you know, that I had like this very long break from reacting to Ateez and this long break in the deep dive, and then I finally come back, and 2 weeks in a row, or two reactions in a row, are on Patreon. So people thought I was away even longer than I was, probably, or that the break from Ateez was even longer than it was. But that was fun. That was definitely one of my favorite title tracks from them. And I like when they get to show that you can have a banger of a song that's super fast paced and super high energy, but isn't noisy. And I know that's something that is a sort of a complaint that even was a misconception that I had with boy groups. I definitely generalized and thought that all boy groups are just making this noisy music. And I know that's something that Ateez especially is sort of a thing that's hanging over their heads. And they do, we can be honest, they do have some noisy songs, some noisy title tracks, but they also have a lot of songs, like a lot of title tracks like this that are just high energy, but they're not, you know, they're not automatically, people, I think people just have this thing where they just associate very high energy like songs by boy groups and say, oh, that's noise, it's a bunch of noise, which by the way, girl groups do have noisy songs too. But I love this. This was super fun. It was super high energy. It definitely wasn't noisy. And I love when you have a song that's a banger like this and you have minimal auto-tune. That's all I ever want from boy groups. I will say one thing that is true is that boy groups do in general, the producers throw a lot of auto-tune at them, and I don't know why. I don't quite understand that. Of course, girl groups have that too, and soloists, of course, but for some reason, this became a staple with boy group songs, at least way back, like when I was first into K-pop and first really became a thing. Especially for the ones that were specifically trying to be more hip-hop, you know. And I don't know why that is. Again, I like the auto-tune when it's just sort of being used to what I want to say, as like a quality, like an added, you know, just something that's sort of emphasizing what's already there, like as a feature, as an effect. I like it, but I don't like when it's sort of overpowered. I'm just repeating myself this way. You guys heard me say this so much, but I like it to a point. I don't like when it feels like the whole song is relying on it, or especially with rappers. I don't like it when it feels like a rapper is not doing anything special and it's just like, it's, you know, it's like anybody, I can't even hear your real voice. Anybody could do that. So this was fun. And I don't say, listen, I know Mingy loves this auto-tune. It's something that he thinks is cool. He likes to play with it. He like it adds to what he does. I am not hating on that. But I just, well, my personal opinion is I just love his tone. I love what he does. So I do like it when my guy pulls it back down, dials it down a little bit. It lets me hear his voice like he did on this one. So I had a good time. But anyway, yes, I will be back hopefully next week with the full album reaction. And this is a full album, so that's going to be quite a bit. So let's hope that YouTube does not hate on me and lets me do what I have to do. Yeah, but yeah, I'm back full 18E, trying to get back into it, you know, and now I am doing 2 deep dives at once. I'm doing this, and I just started the twice deep dive, so look out for that if you're into them. And please do like, comment, and subscribe if you're still here. I should have said this earlier. Please do like, comment, and subscribe. Please do become a free member on the Patreon, follow on Twitch, and join the Discord server and come and chat. Be happy, be healthy, and thank you for hanging out with me, and I will see you guys later. Bye.